being played in Oklahoma, the Sooner State, here at Oklahoma Memorial. And now let's head down to the coin toss. It is brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste and 0 calories. Enjoy everything. Both teams have sent their special teams onto the field, and we're ready for the opening kickoff. He really got a hold of that kick. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. Virginia's offense, a lot of times they can spread things out and they can really be versatile offensively. But when you got a wide receiver like this, it really helps the cause.
It does, and it continues to help with what they're trying to do. They're trying to find matchups. And when you have one player like this that the defense has got to be aware of, they're going to spread you out, try to find a one-on-one matchup. And if you spend too much time with this one player, they've got some other weapons to make you pay for it.
It's second down and 11 to go. Ball on the 24. He's scrambling. Tackle made at the 30. Armstrong gains about 6 yards on the scramble.
6 yards. Third down.
They're one of the loudest crowds in the country, and they are on their feet. Fires quickly, and he's got his man. He's taken down at the 42-yard line.
There's very good chemistry between these two. They like to run through all their routes before the game. And I have to say, they look sharp before this one even started.
From their own 42-yard line, it's first down. Takes a handoff, tackled for a loss.
Loss of 2 yards on the play. That'll bring up second and 12.
Tries to buy some time. Decides to tuck it in, and he's got space. Knocked out of bounds around the 37-yard line. And he has a huge gain.
Yeah, and I like the decision-making ability of this quarterback. He looks and looks. He sees nothing. He didn't get rattled. He sees some green in front of him, and he takes off. Ends up with a great run.
From the 37-yard line, first down. And he throws it away.
Man left, man left. Four down. Mike two. Hit.
Slings it out, and it gets tipped.
He was able to just tip that one away, right out of the receiver's reach.
This is the 8th play of this drive. They can't hear a thing down there. What an interception.
I really like this corner's ability to read the play. He shows very good football smarts and pretty good hands, too.
It's first and 10. Ball on their own 43. He's going to try and scramble. And they got him.
Boy, this pass rush is sometimes scary. They're really getting after the quarterback now.
That makes it second and 14.
Looking to dig themselves out of a little hole here after the sack. It's second and 14.
Mike 13. Set. Bring up.
Got his man. Can't tack on any yardage.
Number 8 makes the tackle at the 43-yard line. That'll make it 3rd and 9.
They'll spread the field here. Let's see what the defense does with a 5-wide outlook. Pulls it in, and he's in the open field. And Down he goes, right around the 26-yard line.
The offense caught him flat-footed to convert that 3rd and long. You can tell by the coach's reaction that that is a huge disappointment.
Now it's 1st and 10 after the big pass play. They come out in a 5-wide set. He might have a chance. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Sooners. He splits the uprights with the extra point. A 4-play, 57-yard drive, and they come away with a touchdown. Oklahoma ready to kick this one off. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Oklahoma's loving this crowd support, and they get it week in and week out.
Well, that's one thing they can count on every single time they play in this stadium is creating an environment that's going to allow them to play with an edge on defense. Great start to this game. Now let's see if they can just continue that.
They come out on an empty backfield. And it's caught. Tackle right around the 42-yard line.
Number 32 makes the tackle at the 42-yard line. 1st down.
First and 10. Ball on their own 42.
Mike 2. Mike 2. Green 9.
Gets it. He's in space. And they make the stop around the 48-yard line.
That's a gain of 6 on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
Not today, you are. Not today. Choose the mic. And 2. Yellow 3.
Quick throw. Brought down at the 50.
Gain of 2 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 2.
It's 3rd down, and they're about 2 yards shy of the sticks.
Mike 2.
This crowd can really be intimidating for an opposing team. Setting up play action. He's tackled right around the 32-yard line.
Gain of 18 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
Check 3. Check
From
3,
the
check 3.
32-yard line. First down.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Green 9. Green.
And they get him in the backfield for a loss. How about the play of this defensive end?
This is just solid run defense here. They get a great push up front, not allowing the runner to have much room to work with. And at the end, they're able to wrap him up.
They'll line up with 5 wide receivers. So they pick up quite a few yards on that play, Kirk.
Well, that was an excellent route, and he did a great job of holding on to the football.
So it's 3rd down now, and they're going to need about 4. Listen to this place. Quick strike to the receiver, and he's tackled at the 25-yard line. Well, he caught it, but it's almost no yards gained, and now it's 4th down.
Give props to the D here for coming up with a big stop on 3rd down.
It's up, and he nails the long field goal. And he's got to be happy about that kick.
Oh, no question. This kid is just a solid kicker.
7-3, Oklahoma. Virginia kick this one off. Excellent kick. He's to the 20. Tackle at the 25. Six points and a pretty display of passing was a result of their last drive. Kirk, do you expect the defense to take a different approach here?
When this quarterback is on, he is on.
It already seems like whatever this defense is trying just isn't working. But maybe if they add just a little bit more pressure, then they might be able to force them into a mistake.
That play was going nowhere.
Yeah, give a lot of credit to the defense here, recognizing pass and swarming to the receiver.
Oklahoma is up by 4.
Green 88. Green 88. Motion.
Fires out quickly to the tailback, and he's stopped behind the line.
Jackson with the tackle at the 23-yard line. That brings up 3rd and 12.
Third down and 12. Ball on their own 23.
Down, 3 down. Mike 13, Mike 13.
He wants it all, going long. And he stays in bounds to make the catch. Going over the middle, intercepted.
Jackson with the interception.
Good job to pick that ball off.
He did a great job at getting in that passing lane and coming away with the ball.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on their own 38. The quarterback in the gun with 5 receivers. Scrambling around. And he's taken down at the 40-yard line.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want
That's a
nothing.
gain of
They
2.
don't want none of this.
That makes it 2nd and 8.
Rush the run. Choose the mic.
Fires out to his receiver. They'll bring him down at about the 49. Superb effort by the receiver to come down with that ball.
This comes down to the timing between the quarterback and the receiver, and the result, again, a nice play for the offense.
Dog 4. Green 15.
They'll take it inside, and the defense is ready.
No gain on the play. That brings up 2nd and 9.
From their own 49-yard line. 2nd down.
Mike 2. Mike 2. Green 9. Green.
Tackled after a decent run up the gut.
Gain of 5 on the play. 3rd down.
And this crowd is going absolutely crazy. And now he's got room to run. He's at the 30, gains his way to the 30-yard line.
That's a gain of 16 on the play. That makes it 1st and 10.
From the 30-yard line, it's 1st down.
Watch 2. Watch 2.
Out of bounds at about the 27-yard line.
3 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
And this is the 8th play of the drive.
Let's go, D. Mike 2. Mike 2. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Stays in bounds to make a nice catch.
Call it a gain of 17 yards. 1st down.
From the 10-yard line, 1st down.
Mike. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Gets it out to his receiver in a hurry. And he's level at the 3.
That's good for a gain of 7 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
And this is the 10th play of the drive.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike 2. Watch 2. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Red 7, red 7.
Both offenses trying to find their rhythm in that first quarter. Low scoring and close right now. 7-3 Sooners. Welcome back here. We resume action now here in the second quarter. They line up in the jumbo set. Sweep left. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
That was a very good all-around effort. The running, the blocking, the entire package. A well-deserved score.
Well, that was strength against strength, and the offense won that one. So the kicker will line up here and try to give his team a 3-point lead with this extra point. And he converts the extra point. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. Bowman fields it at the 3. At the 30. The 50. Inside the 30. To the 10. Touchdown, OU.
Wow, what a return for a touchdown. That kind of burst and escapability is so rare and so much fun to watch.
And he hits the PAT. Oklahoma gets set to kick this one away. Nice kick, plenty of distance. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback.
I love the competitive spirit that we're seeing out on this field today. It looks like one team has the upper hand, and then the other comes right back in to be able to regain the lead. It's going to be an exciting finish.
In a game that's this close, you can't afford to waste possessions. Just throws this one away.
Good job here by the defense. If you let this quarterback set and throw, he'll kill you all game. But they got excellent pressure on that play.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 25.
Check. Dancer.
Got a man tackled for a loss.
That makes it 3rd and 15.
From their own 20-yard line. 3rd down. I don't know if they'll be able to hear his cadence in the midst of all this mayhem. Throws it in a hurry, and he hits him hard at the 33-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 13 yards. That'll make it 4th and 2.
Mims is the deep man awaiting the return. Mims fields at the 29, and he makes it out to about the 37-yard line. Momentum swings have been fairly even, and with so little separation, this game can be drastically changed on just 1 or 2 plays. Oklahoma holds a 4-point lead. Tackle made around the 45-yard line.
Call it a gain of 8 yards. That makes it 2nd and 2.
So it's 2nd down and about 2 yards to go.
Mike 13. Let's go. Green 19.
And he just gets rid of it. Makes it to the 41.
There's a reason why defenses hate playing against teams that run the option well. It's so unpredictable. That time they couldn't defend it properly, and they gave up a 1st down.
1st and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line. He's taken down around the 23-yard line.
That makes it 1st and 10.
taken down immediately.
Call it a gain of 4 yards. That makes it 2nd and 6.
From the 19-yard line, it's 2nd down.
Mike 13. He's coming. Ready! Red 68!
There's a strike complete. A huge play, and now they're in a great position to score.
16 on the play. That makes it 1st and goal.
Oklahoma is up 4. Let it go, and it's caught for the touchdown. He stepped up and threw a touchdown pass to his wideout.
Yep, good job of protection, and the quarterback spotted his man.
He makes the PAT. A nice 7-play, 63-yard drive, and a touchdown as a result.
Brad, I thought the offense did a really nice job of mixing up the play calling on that drive. I thought the defense was on its heels most of the drive because of the versatility of the offense.
They line up to kick this one away. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. It's been an impressive game by this linebacker, Kirk.
Well, I think what we're seeing today from him is just raw athletic ability and great instincts. At one point, he's rushing the quarterback. The next thing you know, he's covering a tight end downfield. This kid has it all, and he's shown tremendous effort and determination in racking up these tackles.
If you want to point to certain individuals as reasons why they're winning, he'd be a good start. We're about set to start things up again. In the shotgun and 5 wideouts. And a quick throw. And down he goes at the 48-yard line. And that play could have gone for 6.
Oh, boy, you're right. And all week long, this secondary did a lot of talking about how they were going to dominate these receivers. I think this is time that they step up and prove it on the field. Forget about talking trash. Let's see how they react after giving up that big play.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 48.
Watch 2. All day.
Looking to scramble down. He can't get away from the pressure.
You have to keep an eye on this guy, especially during passing situations, because he does a great job of getting to the quarterback, as we saw right there.
Tight right. Pull down. Like 2.
5 wide.
Easy. Flare.
Incomplete pass. Number 4 was the intended receiver on the play.
3rd down now, and they need to get it down to the 38. Really one of the very tough places to play in college football, and it's no different today. Completes it, but he can't shake the defense.
Thomas makes the tackle at the 49-yard line. That brings up 4th and 11.
He'll try to knock this punt down inside the 20. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. They ran the ball very well on their last drive, and it resulted in 6.
Watch the screen. Let's go.
Quick throw out to the receiver. He's tackled around the 36-yard line.
First down.
First and 10. Ball on their own 36. He steps out to 39-yard line.
That's a gain of 3 on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
Finds his man, and they take him down immediately.
That's good for a gain of 4 yards. That makes it 3rd and 3.
Third down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down. He's into the open field. And they make the stop at the 49-yard line.
That makes it 1st and 10.
He goes out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
Gain of 4 on the play.
From the 45-yard line.
Makes it 2nd and 6.
Second down. Tackle at the 28.
Good job here by the receiver to look the ball in and ensure he had possession. That's the right way to catch a pass.
And he's tackled around the 18-yard line. Here's the 8th play of the series. Brought down around the 16-yard line.
Call it a gain of 2 yards. That brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. Ball on the 16-yard line.
Watch the run. They're running it.
Nice play to set up 1st and goal.
That's the 5th first down for this offense on this drive. The defense, you can look at them. Their hands are on their knees, hands are on their hips. They're looking tired. This offense right now has this defense exactly where they want it.
10th play of the drive. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The halfback just plowed his way into the end zone.
Yeah, but it wasn't all him. The offensive lineman just pancaked the defense on that one.
So they spread it out with 4 wide receivers. The deception works. They keep it on the ground for the score. And he adds the extra point. Oklahoma is ready to kick it away. Sends it sailing downfield. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. Things are on the verge of getting out of hand before we even hit the half. These next few drives are going to go a long way in determining what kind of game this will end up being. Makes it out to about the 33.
Gain of 8 yards. That makes it 2nd and 2.
It's second down, and they're about 2 yards away from the sticks.
Mike 2. Mike 2. Here we go.
Quick strike to the receiver, and he's taken down at the 47.
Gain of 14 yards. First down.
Roger. Choose the mic. I don't think you got it, son.
Got his man. Can't tack on any yardage. A pickup of 5.
Here's a safe play hitting the underneath receiver, but it's a nice gain of 5.
Watch 2.
From the 48-yard line, it's second down. They'll bring him down at about the 39-yard line.
Number 2 brings him down at the 39-yard line. That makes it 1st and 10.
Mike 2. Mike 2. Kill. Another 3.
Makes the grab and steps out right away.
Call it a gain of 16 yards. First down.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 23.
Choose the mic.
Gets it. He's in space. And he tackles him hard at the 20-yard line.
Gain of 3 yards. That makes it 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7 coming up here. Ball on the 20-yard line. So an empty backfield with 5 wide receivers.
Kill. Panther 2.
Fires out to his receiver. Just about 3 yards there.
It was a nice catch by the sophomore, but it was well played by the defense to stop him for a minimal gain.
The kick is up, and it's through the uprights. Don't be surprised if they don't kick the ball to this guy again. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. He's to the 20. He makes it out to maybe the 23-yard line. Oklahoma's offensive coordinator, I don't know if he saw something in that defense in that first quarter, but right now they're rolling.
You know, they started off a little bit slow, but give him a lot of credit for making the adjustments, and all of a sudden he's made enough adjustments to put his offense in a position to put up a lot of points.
Gets to about the 24-yard line.
Gain of 1 on the play. That brings up 2nd and 9.
It's been a well-fought game as we head to the half. 28-13, Sooners.
Glad to have you with us in the studio for the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 halftime show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Reese Davis and David Pollack here, completely locked in on that first half. I'm sure both teams have problems in the first half, but one of them, David, not moving the football. Both offenses really ran up and down the field.
We see this more in college football, Reese. More success on the offensive side, and it's harder and harder to stop these offenses that continue to get more and more complicated. The defenses, they got no answer. They got to find an answer quick, or else this ball game is just going to go tick for tack the whole second half.
Looking forward to seeing this second half. I think there's certainly a want for victory.
A want and a need for victory. Some teams need this victory, Reese Davis.
Want, need, got to go get it either way. Brad and Kirk are there to deliver.
And we welcome you back to the action here, just about set for the second half.
Bowman deep to return.
He's to the 20. He makes it to the 25-yard line.
Returns 23 yards.
The offense will take the field, and they've been moving the ball very well on their last couple of drives. Out of bounds, right around the 28-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 3 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
2nd down and 7. Ball on their own 28. They come out in an empty backfield. Nice run there. Brooks gains about 4 yards on the play.
3rd down.
Has some daylight. And he's shoved out of bounds around the 35-yard line. From their own 35-yard line, it's 1st down. Scrambling around. Tackle made at about the 43-yard line. About 8 yards there on the scramble.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
He's brought down in the open field.
That makes it 1st and 10.
From the 48-yard line. 1st down. back out to his receiver. He's taken down at about the 35. Tries to buy some time, and he's level at the 32-yard line.
That's a gain of 3 on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
From the 32-yard line, 2nd down. And he is drilled at the 24-yard line. This is the 9th play of this drive. The quarterback in the gun, empty backfield, 5 wide receivers in the formation. He's on the run. He's into the open field. Looks like he's going to run. Using those good hands, he scoops up the fumble. So it's 2nd down, and they're only about a foot away from picking up the 1st down. Trying to set up a little screen, gets it to his tailback, and down he goes around the 11-yard line. This is the 11th play of this drive. Touchdown, OU.
Boy, he looked determined running the football. Nobody was going to keep him out of the end zone.
And he hits the PAT. An 11-play, 74-yard drive. And they come away with 7 points.
Brad, I thought that was a textbook drive. I thought they did a really good job of showing balance, mixing the play calling with the run and the pass. Just an overall well-executed touchdown drive.
This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. There's got to be some sense of urgency to this offense right now. They don't have the luxury of wasting drives if they want to get back in the game. Fires it out. Very good tackle in space.
Gain of 4 yards. That makes it 2nd and 6.
From their own 29-yard line. 2nd down.
Get out the field, defense. Mike 2. Watch 2. Watch 2. Read it.
Brad, I just think this quarterback's got to do a much better job of being able to read that defense and make quicker decisions. And especially when the defense starts to get pressure, you've got to either get rid of that football or check it down or take off and run with it.
He's tackled right around the 36-yard line.
Davis on the tackle at the 36-yard line. 1st down.
From their own 36-yard line. 1st down. They come out in a 5-wide set. Tackled after a decent run up the gut.
Call it a gain of 7 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Mike 2. Watch 2. Watch 2.
Here he goes. Gets out to around the 48.
On the tackle. Call it a gain of 9 yards.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 48-yard line.
Mike 2. Here we go, D. Here we go.
Nice run up the middle.
That's good for a gain of 4 yards. That makes it 2nd and 6.
Tight right. Four down. Choose the mic.
In the shotgun and 5 wideouts. And he makes it out to about the 41-yard line. 3-yard gain by the running back.
That makes it 3rd and 3.
And this play is number 8 on the drive.
Hey, I'm coming after you. Mike 2. Watch 2.
Throws this one out to the right. And they make the stop at about the 15-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 26 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
From the 15-yard line, it's first down. They'll line up with 5 wide receivers. And he almost has the INT.
This just shows you that you don't need to be sacking the quarterback to disrupt the passing game.
And this is the 10th play of the drive.
Choose the right.
Takes a handoff inside and stopped immediately.
No gain. That brings up third and
They've looked good so far on third down in this drive. Let's see what happens here.
Watch two. Watch two. Red two. Screen.
Dumps it incomplete. Wanted the screen.
This wide receiver is very frustrated. You can tell by his body language. He did everything he needed to do to get open to be able to make a big play. The quarterback just didn't put the ball in the money.
He gets it up, and he got it. Bowman is deep to receive, and look out, folks. He's looking to run another one back for 6. Taken from the 3-yard line. Gets to about the 24-yard line.
return 21 yards.
So it's time to see this offense go to work again.
This defense couldn't stop them from moving the ball and inevitably finding the end zone.
He scrambles, and they get the sack.
I think that one's on the offensive line. They've got to do a better job of holding their blocks, or else this quarterback's going to be pulling turf out of his face mask all game.
From their own 22-yard line, it's second down.
117.
Going deep. And he hauls it in deep downfield. To the 10. He scores. What a play.
Great effort by the wide receiver. And not to take anything away from the quarterback, but the wide receiver made this play.
That receiver was so wide open. As a quarterback, you just don't want to blow it. That's like having a wide open layup with nobody behind you, and you go up and you miss a layup. You don't want that to happen to you as a quarterback. So the quarterback did a nice job of staying in rhythm, making the easy throw and the touchdown for this wide receiver.
And he converts the extra point. A quick 2-play, 76-yard drive, and a touchdown as a result.
Well, Brad, right now this offense is hot, and they also took advantage of some mistakes there by the defense.
Excellent kick. They line up to kick this one away. He's to the 20. Tackle at the 26.
With the return, pickup returns 26 yards.
I hope they show some fight here and try to stay competitive. If you're going to get blown out, you at least want to go down swinging. On the ground, up the middle. Gets to about the 27-yard line. And they get stopped after a short gain.
Yeah, the quarterback better get these guys to the line of scrimmage and hurry up.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Ball on the 27-yard line.
Choose the right. Watch the screen.
It's caught. First down, and he's out of bounds.
That's good for a gain of 16 yards. First down.
He's scrambling. Tackle right around the 48-yard line. So the scramble goes for 9 yards.
That brings up 2nd and 1.
It's second down now, and they're just a few feet away from that first down marker. Got a man. Watch out here. And they push him out around the 26-yard line.
Gain of 22 on the play. First down.
Looks middle, got his back, brought down around the 28-yard line. They're stopped 2 yards behind the line.
Really, they just had nowhere to go after the catch.
From the 28-yard line. Second down. Quarterback all by himself in the backfield with 5 wideouts. Looking for his man, incomplete.
Number 17, the intended receiver on the play. That'll make it 3rd and 13.
5 wide.
Go 4, X, 7. Here we go, check the motion. Check the call, check the call.
And he's tackled around the 16-yard line.
Gain of 12 on the play. That makes it
So the kicking team is on the field. They'll try for 3. It's up, and it's good.
The attempt is good.
Bowman already has 1 kick return that went for a touchdown. Let's see if they kick it to him again. He's to the 20. That was a great hit. He wasn't getting away from that one. Oklahoma's just rolling along and showing no signs right now, slowing down here in the 3rd quarter.
I think the big thing you're seeing right now is just the way they're playing with confidence, especially the quarterback. I think they are very, very confident with every play call that it has a chance to be able to move the football down and continue to be able to put points up on the board.
He goes out of bounds at the 29-yard line. It's 2nd down, 5 to go. Ball on the 29-yard line. He airs it out. No, incomplete.
I mean, he has his wide receiver wide open. You spend all those hours during the week to be able to get prepped and ready to go. You got an open man like this, just step and deliver and make the throw.
Here we go.
They go with a screen here, and the halfback's got it. He's knocked out of bounds at the 36-yard line. That's 3 down and 1 to go. Oklahoma's up by 23. Into the 4th quarter now, and we're back to the action.
Mike 13. Set. Green on mark.
Throws it out right to the running back. They'll bring him down right around the 40.
Gaines makes the tackle at the 40-yard line. That makes it 2nd and 6.
It's 2nd down, 6 to go. Ball on the 40-yard line. Fires quickly, and he's got his man. And he's taken down at the 41-yard line.
1 on the play. 3rd down.
You don't want that. Tight end right. Tight end right. 3 down. Here we go.
He's going to try and scramble. Loose football. Scoops up the loose ball. And look at the big guy go. Inside the 30. Touchdown. Huge play.
Great play here by the defender. You know, it's trickier than it looks to scoop up a loose ball and then get your motor started. But he was able to do it and made that play look smooth for the touchdown.
So the offense will stay on the field and attempt the 2-point conversion. And he's in for 2. So with over 7 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter, the score is Oklahoma 42, Virginia 27. Bowman is back ready to receive, and boy, has he been the game breaker on special teams today. He's to the 20. Brought down at the 26-yard line.
Returns 26 yards.
This offense has got to try to pull it all together now after the fumble cost them 6 points just moments ago.
I know as a quarterback, it's always hard to watch the defense score a touchdown on you. But it was always a reminder to take extra care of the football.
Screen pass. He's got his halfback. He's pushed out of bounds right around the 38-yard line. From their own 38-yard line. First down. He's taken down around the 48-yard line. Throws into coverage, is picked off. He's at the 40, to the 20, the 10. And he's all the way in for the touchdown. So a great play by the defender to give his team 6 points.
That was a very good play, and that will certainly help build his team's momentum.
So the offense is going to go for 2. They got it. So with just over 6 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, our score, Oklahoma 42, Virginia 35. Looks like they're ready for the kick. He'll return it from the 4-yard line. Tackle made at the 31-yard line.
27 yards.
So the offense will come back out onto the field, hoping for a little better result than that last pick 6.
Brad, I know they turned the ball over the last time that they were out here, but it's important for these guys to remember they still have the lead here. Even though the momentum right now might be facing against them, they've got to be able to just settle down and find some confidence in being able to reestablish who they are.
2nd and 13. Ball on their own 28. Oklahoma is up by a touchdown. Fires it out. Breaks a tackle, and he could go. Bounces off a would-be tackler, and he's shoved out of bounds around the 27-yard line. And a big pickup through the air has made it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And a quick throw. He's tackled right around the 14-yard line.
Grant brings him down at the 14-yard line. That makes it 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Mike, 28. Red, 68.
Up the middle for a nice gain.
Good for a gain of 6 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're about 4 yards away here on 2nd down.
Mike, he's coming, check in. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Tackled after a decent pickup.
Gain of 6 on the play. That'll move the chains for another Oklahoma. First down.
Touchdown, Oklahoma. That's his 3rd trip to the end zone.
Boy, this guy's been huge today. It's been a big part of the reason that his team has the lead.
And he tacks on the extra point. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. He just drills this one. He's to the 20. He's taken down at the 26. And for Armstrong, what a night it's been.
Well, he's a dual-threat quarterback, and when you're facing a guy who can throw it and effectively can run the ball, as a defensive coordinator, it's your worst nightmare.
He'll have to keep up this performance. These guys sure could use another boost. The quarterback leads the offense back out onto the field as we get set to resume play. Quick throw. He's to the 40. He gets hit out of bounds at the 44.
That's a gain of 18 on the play. First down.
From their own 44-yard line. First down. They'll give it off here. And down he goes, right around the 42-yard line.
Loss of 2 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 12.
They'll knock him down for a loss.
Loss of 3 yards on the play. That makes it 3rd and 15.
Third down now, and they need to get it inside the 46. They can't hear a thing down there. And he hits him hard at the 29.
Called a loss of 10 yards.
After the sack, it's now 4th and long. Mims is back to receive. Mims fields at the 29, and down he goes at the 40-yard line. This offense just torched the defense through the air with a great passing attack on their last drive.
So much of the passing game is about the timing between the quarterback and his wide receivers. Right now with this offense, they are in sync, and really the timing and execution is flawless.
Tackle made right around the 50. That last catch gives him 100 yards receiving.
This guy's capable of doing this game in and game out. He's that good.
Short yardage situation here. It's 2nd down and 1. Gets out to around the 38.
Gain of 12 yards. First down.
Now he's scrambling. Now he's going to run, and watch out. The ball is loose. The defense scoops it up.
Recovered by the defense.
That might turn out to be a big, big turnover.
Excellent job by this defense to get in there and force the fumble. That couldn't have come at a better time.
Well, the guys are chomping at the bit down there, waiting for the game to start back up. He's going to air it long. And he stays in bounds to make the catch. They call it a catch, but the booth signaled down to the referee that they'd like to take another peek at this.
Man, as I see this play again, it really looks like he made the correct call on the field.
So the referee initially calls it a catch, but we'll get a second look at it here and determine if he was in bounds when he hauled it in.
And that play happened so fast that it was very tough to tell if he was able to get a foot down or not.
So they review it, but there's just not enough evidence to overturn this one. The quarterback in the gun, empty backfield, 5 wide receivers in the formation. And they make the stop at the 27-yard line.
Number 32 on the tackle at the 27-yard line. First down.
They come out in a 5-wide set. He scrambles. Diving for extra yardage. Less than 3 minutes in the game. Tackle at the 7.
You know what? After a play like that, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if they went to the air again.
So it's second down and about 2 yards to go. He dives, and he'll be marked down.
Ball carrier. That's a gain of 6 on the play. That makes it first and goal.
They're trying to stop the run here with a goal line defense. It's on a move. Touchdown.
You know they're going to have a big decision when they line up for the kickoff. Onside or kick it away and try to get a quick 3 and out.
And he hits the PAT. A 6-play, 71-yard drive. And they add 7 points to the scoreboard.
Brad, I thought the offense did a really nice job of mixing up the play calling on that drive. I thought the defense was on its heels most of the drive because of the versatility of the offense.
He's to the 20. Tackle at the 26-yard line. It's been a good one so far today. Let's see what happens here.
I think it's pretty obvious they've got to keep the ball on the ground here. Take as much time off the clock as possible.
Here comes the offense, hoping to erase the memory of the fumble on their last drive.
I look for the offense to come out with the same game plan as before. You don't make changes after one play.
Throws complete, and he stopped immediately. Virginia will take their first time out of the half. Second down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down. Here's the give. Brought down at the 31. Virginia's going to have to use their second time out of the half.
That'll make it 3rd and 5.
5 wide.
Ready, run!
Fires out to his wideout. And he's tackled at the 48-yard line. Virginia's out of timeouts. From their own 48-yard line. It's first down. Less than 2 minutes in the fourth quarter. Nice run there. Brooks gets 6 yards on the play.
6 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's go! 80!
Here's the give up the middle, tackled right away. Picked up a yard of anything on that run.
You have to like how this linebacker was able to move up quickly and bring down the ball carrier for a short gain. Nice stop by the junior.
They're about 4 yards away here on 3rd down. We should just see the quarterback take a knee right here, winding down the rest of this clock. The quarterback takes a knee, and that's always a good sign if you're a fan of this team. So this one's in the books, and we saw a great one here today. Oklahoma 49, Virginia 42. That's it for this presentation of NCAA Football 14. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Brad Nessler saying thanks, and we'll see you soon.